He married her. The world clapped. Families smiled. Pictures were taken, vows were exchanged, and I just stood in silence, far away, invisible in the crowd of memories he never truly left behind. People said, he found love, but I knew better. He didn't marry her because she made his heart race. He married her because she made his life easier, predictable, comfortable. She didn't ask deep questions. She didn't challenge his fears. She didn't see the parts of him that he wanted to hide. But I did, and that's why he left me. Not because I wasn't enough, but because I saw too much. I remember the moment he told me he was getting married. His voice was steady, almost too calm, like he had rehearsed every word. But his eyes, they couldn't lie. They were glassy, wandering, uncertain, as if searching for approval even from the woman he was about to break. I didn't beg him to stay. I didn't ask why. I just nodded, said congratulations, and smiled. It was a smile stitched from pain. The kind of smile you wear when your heart is shattering, but your pride won't let the pieces fall. He left, and I let him, but what he never saw was the night I cried myself to sleep, holding the same hand that used to hold his. The nights I reached for my phone, halfway through a message, then deleted it, again and again. The mornings I woke up, forgetting for a second that he was gone, only to feel the ache crawl back into my chest. Months passed. Seasons changed. Everyone moved on, including him. He smiled in pictures with his new wife. They went on vacations, had candlelight dinners, posted perfectly captioned photos like, "Forever starts now. My home is wherever you are." People admired them. His life looked flawless. To everyone else, it was a happy ending. But I knew something they didn't. He didn't look happy. He looked tired. There's a difference. You see, happiness shines from the soul. Tiredness hides behind the eyes. He was tired of pretending. Tired of ignoring the ghost of a girl he once loved, a girl who still lived in his memory, whose voice still whispered to him when everything else went silent. Girl was me. He tried to forget me. He tried so hard. He deleted my pictures, blocked my number, avoided places we had been. But love, true love, leaves fingerprints on your soul. You can't wash it off. You can only try to live around it, his wife noticed. She noticed how distracted he became. How sometimes, even in the middle of dinner, he'd zone out, lost, in a thought he wouldn't share. She noticed how he never talked about his past, how there was always a wall, just one she couldn't climb. And she started to feel it, that invisible distance. That weight of a love not truly hers. And me? I didn't wait. I cried, yes. But I healed. I picked up my broken pieces, one tear, one prayer, one breath at a time. I found beauty in small things again. A cup of coffee, a new book. A morning without checking his messages, I started walking more. Writing more. Smiling more. I no longer wondered what he was doing. Because I was too busy living. And that's when it happened. One day, years later, at a friend's engagement ceremony, I saw him. He was standing across the hall, dressed in black, holding a drink he wasn't drinking. He looked older. Not in age, but in weight. The weight of silent regrets. Our eyes met, for the first time in years. And just like that, the silence between us screamed louder than any goodbye ever could. He froze. I didn't. I turned back to my seat, heart pounding, but posture strong. I wasn't that same girl anymore, but he was still that same man, still unsure, still stuck between the life he chose and the love he lost. Later that evening, he found a way to talk to me. The words were slow, unsure, but his eyes, they begged for mercy. "I've thought about you every day," he said. I tried to move on. I really did. I listened, not with a heart desperate for answers, but with the calm that comes from healing. "I shouldn't have married her," he continued. "It's always been you." He waited, hoping maybe I'd still be holding the door open, but I wasn't. I looked at him not with hate, but with the kind of love that no longer needs to be held. The kind of love that says, I forgive you, but I won't wait for you anymore. I walked away that night, not because I was angry, not because I wanted revenge, but because I had already said goodbye years ago, and now I finally knew. You felt it too. Closure doesn't always come in words. Sometimes it comes in moments. Moments when the person who broke your heart finally realizes you were the one. And by then, you're already gone. To anyone who loved deeply and was left without reason. You were never too much. You were just too real for someone who wasn't ready. They may smile now. They may seem happy. But at 2 a.m., when the world sleeps, they will remember the warmth of your voice, the safety in your arms, the truth in your love, and they will realize what they lost. But by then, you'll be long gone, not broken, but beautifully healed.